Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Back again on a Tuesday night for the Top Hat Comics Tour Modified Series. This time we are coming live from South Boston Speedway. It's going to be 125 laps here tonight. Best practice times at the top of your screen, everybody. So far, Chris Carroll in the number 99 is holding down P1 with a 14.16. Jeff Clifton in second with a 14.19. Derek Stanley with a 14.21. And Jason Day with a 14.21. Times are looking really close this evening. Really short track here tonight. They're back in their wheelhouse of a smaller track here for the Crooked Line Short Track Oval Racing Series. If you want to join this league, everybody, go check out Crooked Line Racing on Facebook. Get yourself a Discord link, hop in, and Tanner and everybody will get you squared away. Get you racing with us here on Monday and Tuesday nights. Going into this evening, taking a look at the point standings. Kyle O'Danick, and that number 21 is your points leader, with Jason Day, and that number 52, he is in second. Only a 3-point difference between the top two. Then you go back down to third place with Garrett Crow in the point standings here this evening. We're going into tonight's race. Again, 125 laps. Fuel going to be a factor, and something else I want to point out. Jason Day in the number 52, he was our winner last week. We'll be having to start from the rear of the field this evening. So we'll have to keep an eye on this number 52 all night long. Patience is going to be key as always. Tanner Marr out there currently 6th on the practice charts. About 2 minutes left to go here in practice before we get into qualifying. So everybody, if you want, go ahead and get your picks out in chat. Looks like we got 21 Tour Modifieds here this evening at South Boston Speedway. Should be a good one. All right, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. We got to head down trackside and start pre-race ceremony. So if you could, please rise and remove your hats for tonight's National Anthem. And thank you very much, Joshua Rutherford, for a great rendition of our national anthem. Everybody, I say it every week, every Monday and Tuesday night. Go check out Mullet Music Productions on YouTube and give Josh some support for providing True Sim Productions great music and a great national anthem. These guys are getting ready to head into qualifying here. 5 minutes on the clock. Going to be single car qualifying. 2 laps around South Boston Speedway. Who's going to be one of the first drivers to go out? Jeff Clifton out on pit road right now. Looks like he's going to be one of the first drivers to roll off pit road and start his qualifying run. run real high up against the wall there at 3 and 4. And down the front straightaway, going to start his green flag run here. First lap, hugging that yellow line down on the bottom side of the racetrack the whole way around. It's going to be key here tonight. You don't want to get stuck up on that top lane. Across the line to finish lap 1 for the number 1 of Jeff Clifton. It's going to be a 14.40. Second place right now on the board. And across the line for Clifton to finish up his run. Looks like he was able to go just a little bit faster, a 14.24, but not good enough to take the pole away just yet. Brandon Mettler on provisional pole right now. Tanner Marr just knocked Jeff Clifton down 1 spot. Points leader Kyle O'Danick just got into 3rd place there with a 14.23. Tanner Marr finishing up his qualifying run. Looks like he's going to settle for 2nd place. Scott Smith in the 53 just finishing up his run. 14.25. Good enough for 6th on the board. Brian Zimmerman in that number 28 machine out on track. Just took the green flag, completing lap 1. Let's see where he's going to go. He's going to go top of the board with a 14.20. Quick time for the number 28 of Brian Zimmerman coming out of turn number 4 to finish the 2nd lap. Will it be any quicker? It's not. It's actually a little bit slower for the number 28, but on pole position right now. Provisional pole, I should say, for the number 28 of Brian Zimmerman. Great lap. Brad Carpenter in the number 31, starting his qualifying run. Carpenter's going to come out of turn 4 for his first lap, get the white flag. Going to be 9th on the board for lap 1 of 14.26. Down the back straightaway and into turns 3 and 4 for the number 31 of Brad Carpenter. Out of turn 4 and across the line. Can he improve? He cannot. Looks like he ran almost an identical lap time. He's going to hang on to 9th position. Brian Zimmerman still on provisional pole. About 2 minutes left to go here in qualifying. Mitchell Muma in the number 98 so far in 14th. Coming across the line for his 2nd lap. Improved just a little bit of 14.28 for the number 98. Good enough for 11th position right now. Chris Carroll was top of the board in practice. Right now, just ran the fastest lap. Put Chris Carroll on provisional pole with a 1.5 minutes left on the clock. And the number 99. Brody Mears finishing up his run. Good enough for 13th position. We have about 5 drivers who have not qualified. Jason Day in the number 52 being one of them. Again, the number 52 does have to start from the rear of the field this evening. He did win last week. Also, remember, everybody, we do have the choose cone here tonight. And we also will have a lap 50 competition caution, unless there are 3 cautions prior to that lap 50. If we get 3 cautions before lap 50, then that lap 50 caution is no more. But a minute left on the clock. It seems like everybody who wanted to qualify has. So it looks like give the pole to the number 99 of Chris Carroll. Ten seconds left on the clock here in qualifying. Again, Chris Carroll is going to be your pole sitter here this evening. We'll have to see if he can hold on to it for the whole race and take home a win here tonight at South Boston. How about we get through that grid there? Chris Carroll in the number 99 is going to be on the pole here tonight with Brian Zimmerman in the number 28 to his outside in second. Brandon Mettler shown the number 19, actually going to be the number 15. He's going to be starting in third with Tanner Marr in the number 4 to his outside in fourth. Zach Murphy in that number 29 machine is going to be starting in fifth with Kylo Danik, points leader right now in the number 21, starting in sixth. Jeff Clifton in that number 1 is going to be starting in 7th with Derek Stanley in the number 18 to his outside in 8th. Scott Smith in the number 53 is going to be starting in 9th position with Brad Carpenter in the number 31 to his outside in 10th. Caleb B. Thompson in the 04 is going to be starting in 11th with Mitchell Muma in the number 98 starting in 12th. Moving on down the grid here, Brody Mears in the number 72 is going to be starting in 13th with Larry Bell in the 43 starting in 14th. Jason Korn in that number 39 is going to be starting 15th with Chummy Miller in the 06 to his outside in 16th. Jason Day in the 52 is going to be starting 17th with Chris Clark in the number 91 starting in 18th. Brian Treadwell in the 48 is going to be 19th. Jeffrey Miller in the 79 is going to be 20th. And Gary Wright rounding out the field in 21st in that number 89. Field getting ready to go. 125 laps here tonight at South Boston. Pace car is going to duck on off. In the hands of the flag man. Green flag is in the air. Down into turns 1 and 2. Brian Zimmerman's going to fight hard on the outside, trying to hold on to that pole position there. Actually, Chris Carroll's going to fight back. Sorry, my timing and scoring's going a little wonky right now, trying to keep up with everything. Everybody's side by side right now. Great racing so far here. 2 laps complete. A little wiggle there from the number 29 is Zach Murphy as they go down the back straightaway. He's going to get sideways. He's going to go looping around. No caution yet. Caution will fly. There's a lot going on here. It looks like, oh, we got a big pile up here on the front stretch. See if we can't go back. See what happened here. There was a lot that went down. Okay. Let's bring you back here. So we know the 29, we saw that happen live. The 29 got loose and spun down. That didn't bring out the caution. They're 3 wide up here. Looks like a big checkup. Oh, problems for the 28. It looks like a Brian Zimmerman. We'll go ahead and back it up. That's what checked this whole back field up here. So we'll take a look. Looks like he might have, yeah, looks like he got loose. Overcorrected a little bit. Make contact with the 4 and then into the outside wall. And that checked up the whole field. Caused a big stack up here on the first lap of tonight's event. Well, that gives us a great opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to go ahead and shout out one of our sponsors, MF Racing Designs. We'll be right back. back live. Everybody go check out MF Racing Designs on Facebook if you're in need for a paint scheme on iRacing. He does great work. He does a bunch of guys out here this evening. Brandon Mettler's one of those vehicles. He's got an MF Racing Designs paint scheme. So go check him out. Just got word here from Race Control. We're getting a delayed caution. Trying to get everybody sorted out. But the choose cone did go into effect there, it looks like. Looks like Tanner Marr took the outside. Kyle O'Danick coming up through the field there as well, sitting there in fourth. Brandon Mettler sitting in third. Pace car's going to duck on off. Chris Carroll fires them off, and we're back underway. Side by side for second place as they go down into turns 1 and 2. Tanner Marr trying to hold it on the outside, trying to keep that momentum up, but we saw Brian Zimmerman have a little bit of a problem with that, getting loose on the top side of the racetrack. You see Meller's going to prevail there going down into 1 and 2. He's going to hold on to that second position. Tanner Marr's trying to fight back. Chris Carroll loves to see that in his rearview mirror right now. But we're going to be under caution once again. It's like the number 48 of Brian Treadwell might have been involved with this one. Let's see if we can't go back, see what happened. Oh yeah, looks like he just kind of lost it on his own. Brings out our second caution of the evening, number 48 of Brian Treadwell. All right, so I mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast that these drivers might be concerned about fuel. Not sure if that's going to be the case now or not. They've had 2 cautions. They've had a chance to save a few laps, shut the engines off, kind of coast around this place and save fuel. I don't know if fuel is going to play a factor now or not. But the real concern is you got 125 laps here at South Boston Speedway, real short track. You got to conserve your right front tire, especially the right side tires overall. Are we going to see these drivers maybe around lap 50 or so come down and take 2 right side tires to get them through the rest of this race? Or are we going to see a strategy like Tanner Marr pulled when he won his race? Just stay out front as long as you can and just pray for these cautions to keep flying. Looks like we're going to be getting a choose cone this time by. Chris Carroll's going to go to the bottom. Mettler's going to follow him. Tanner Marr up top. Dana going top. Carpenter top. Movement to the bottom. Everybody else trying to sort it out back here. We get ready to go back green flag racing. Lap 16 of 125. Still a long way to go here at South Boston. Pace car's getting ready to duck on off, and field in the hands of Chris Carroll once again fires them off. We're back underway. It's going to be side by side again for second place as they go down into turns 1 and 2. Tanner Marr again trying to fight hard on the top side of the racetrack, trying to maintain that position. Almost a little bit of contact there as they go through 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway. Now it looks like Mettler is under fire from the 21 of O'Danick. And O'Danick has looked strong all season long and showing it here already up inside the top 5. But we're going to be back under the yellow flag once again. Not sure if maybe the 48 was involved with this one again or not. Not sure. trying to find it, ladies and gentlemen, and all right, so just got word from race control. Debris on the racetrack. Can't confirm. We have debris on the racetrack. There's debris from that last caution. Found a piece of sheet metal there on the back straightaway. Race control didn't like it. Wanted to go out there and pick it up. So we're under caution here once again. So that's 3 cautions. I don't know if they're going to count the debris caution as a cause caution, though. I think we're still going to get a lap 50 competition caution here. See Zimmerman getting one of his laps back there. That later. Aerial coverage tonight is brought to you by SavageEdge.com. Everybody, please go check out SavageEdge.com. If you need any kind of merchandise done, talk to Corey and Amanda. They're great people. They make great merchandise. They can do anything. Put your name on anything. It's literally their slogan. Go check them out. Buy yourself a True Sim Productions t-shirt. Help support the channel. All right, so looks like we did get a choose cone there. Race control, not sure if they were going to go single file that time or not. Looks like they are choosing double file and choose cone. Tanner Marr takes the bottom side. Kylo Danick to the top. And again, he's been strong all season, but in the hands of Chris Carroll as we're coming back to the green flag here. Lap 24 of 125. Down into turns 1 and 2. Kylo Danick got a great restart right there. We go down the back straightaway. He's going to hold on to second place. Now looking for the race lead on Chris Carroll, but runs a groove up and starts to lose a little bit of time there as Tanner Marr takes a peek, going down into turns 1 and 2. Brandon Mettler fell back to about 5th position right now. Jeff Clifton moved up to 4th. Clifton up 3 spots at the start of this race. Chris Carroll, last time by, fastest lap of the race, 14.22. Brad Carpenter back there sitting in 6th. Larry Bell sitting in 7th. Bell having a good run so far here tonight. Lap 27 of 125 at South Boston. Derek Stanley in the number 18 sitting in 8th. Caleb B. Thompson right behind him in the 0, 4, and 9th. And Mitchell Muma behind him rounds out the top 10. Zach Murphy back there in 11th position with Jason Corn in the 39 right behind him. Jason Day, remember Jason Day had to start from the rear of the field. We haven't talked a whole lot about him yet tonight. So far, up 4 positions since the start of this race, sitting in 13th spot. Just trying to be patient as working his way up through the field. Tour Modified looks clean though. Trying to have a good run here tonight, get as many points as he can. Remember, in a pretty close points battle with that number 21 of O'Danick right now. Only a 3-point difference. And with Day in 13th and O'Danick in 2nd, Jason's got his work cut out for him here tonight. He's got to get a good points run. Have to keep an eye on him the rest of the week. Brody Mears in that number 72 machine has lost 1 spot since the start of this race. He's sitting in 14th position. Gary Wright in that number 89 is back there. He's actually up 6 spots. He started tail end of the field here in that number 89 machine. Now sitting in 15th. Having a good run out there for Gary Wright. Scott Smith having some issues already. He's down 7 positions in that number 53 machine. Sitting in 16th, trying to bounce back. Brian Treadwell, we saw him kind of lose control of that Tour Modified down the back straightaway. Brought out our 2nd caution of the evening. Now sitting in 17th position with Jeffrey Miller in the 79 right behind him. Chummy Miller back there in 19th. Chris Clark in 20th in that number 91. And Brian Zimmerman still 3 laps down for the number 28, sitting in 21st. Back up to the front of the field, it is Chris Carroll in the number 99. Only a 3/10 gap, though, back to the number 21. You see the gap right there as they go down the front stretch into turns 1 and 2. Last time by, lap times were pretty identical, a 14.33 to a 14.37. So O'Danick definitely keeping pace with the leader right now, trying to get to his back bumper. Lap 37 of 125 here this evening. Tanner Marr holding on to that third position. Going into tonight, Tanner Marr was 4th in points. Tied with Zach Murphy, actually, for 4th. But Tanner Marr 4th in points, so this would be a great run for the number 4 machine tonight. Jeff Clifton back there in 4th. He's also having a good run. A little bit slower lap times than the race leader. That time by, actually, the number 4 was the fastest car on the track with a 14.36. Clifton ran a 14.43. Kind of maintaining pace with 2nd place. Chris Carroll was a little bit slower that time by. Kyle O'Danick was a little bit quicker. And as you can see, he is slowly starting to catch the number 99 of Chris Carroll. So if we do see that caution here on lap 50, who's going to come down and take tires? I've seen a few drivers already on pit road. Scott Smith being one of them in the number 53. He was down on pit road on lap 19. Brian Treadwell on lap 21 as well. Not sure if that's strategy or if it was to maybe fix a little bit of damage. Coming to complete lap 42 and take lap 43 of 125 here tonight at South Boston. You see lap traffic ahead of our race leader, Chris Carroll. We go on board. So he's going to have to make quick work of this lap traffic. Just going to have to be patient getting around him. Lap 44 of 125. You see Treadwell getting into the wall just a little bit right there. Here, Chris, he had to kind of throttle it out just a little bit there. So now O'Danick, he has to get around these guys quickly as well. You see him, he's going to send it into 3 and 4. Make quick work of that number 48. Now get back into his rhythm and try and run down that number 99 once again. Riding on board with Kyle O'Danick. You see him running an interesting line too. He's kind of entering a lane up and kind of pulling it down the racetrack. Almost a high to low line that we would see in a dirt race. So an interesting line being ran here by the number 21. As they both get around the lap traffic of Chris Clark, number 91, putting him a lap down. And this is not what Brian Zimmerman wants to see, because now Brian Zimmerman has to get around Brian Treadwell and Chris Clark to be in that lucky dog position. Kind of got his work cut out for him a little bit here. Unfortunate night for the number 28. Brian Zimmerman going into tonight was 8th in points. You see O'Danick, he's only about 4/10 off of our race leader and still running the same lap times as we get our lap 50 caution. So race control still throwing that competition caution here on lap 50. Chris Carroll, your race leader. We're going to have to see if these guys elect to come down pit road or if they're going to keep it out on the racetrack. All right, so Carroll stays out. Tanner stays out. Clifton and Bell stay out. Everybody else pretty much coming down pit road. So we're going to have to see how these guys line up once pit stops cycle through and everything like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick word from our sponsor, SavageEdge.com. Everybody go check them out. We'll be right back.
Shut up and sit down.
All right, everybody, I'm sorry I have to cut it short, but we're back live, getting ready to go back green flag racing. Savage Edge, they'll put your name on anything. Chris Carroll fires them off. We're back underway here at South Boston. Tanner Marr trying to fight hard on the outside. Jeff Clifton up there in the third position trying to make something happen as well. Now, Kyle O'Danick, one of the first drivers back there to pit on lap 51, trying to make his way back up to the field, getting stuck on that high side. Larry Bell trying to fight hard back on the inside there. Right now, this is a battle for the 5th position. Scott Smith back there. Didn't have to pit, so he moved up a bunch of spots. Sitting there in 7th. Way to bounce back for the number 53. Back up to the front of the field, though, it is all Chris Carroll still. Tanner Marr running in 2nd. Another great run for the number 4 machine. Jeff Clifton back there trying to make something happen. And how about Jason Day in the number 52 coming up through the field. Now up inside the top 5 for the number 52. But right in front of them is the points leader. These guys are separated by 3 points going into tonight's race. What are you going to do to win this championship? We're only 5 races into this season. Still over half the season left to go. Next week, or not next week, hold on 1 second. Let me confirm this. Looks like on the 3rd, we're going to Stafford. We're taking a week off there, off everything for Christmas. And everybody, happy holidays and a Merry Christmas to everybody from True Sim Productions. We hope you have a great holiday this year. Chris Carroll still your race leader. Tanner Marr running 2nd. Jeff Clifton trying to hold on to that 3rd spot. But you see O'Danick, and again, he's running that line that nobody else is running. And you see the runs he gets going down the straightaways. Here, let's go to a little bit further back camera and just watch. He kind of enters high. Watch him pull it down the racetrack here. Watch the run he gets going down the back straightaway. He's going to be able to make a move here. Looking to the inside of the number 1. Can't make it happen. Clifton looks like he sent it in just a little bit harder. But look at the run the 21 gets to the center of the corner. He's going to go back to the top side of the racetrack. He's going to try that line again. Try to get that run down the straightaway. Just can't quite get there. And Jason Day trying to get back up there as well. But Day having a great run there in the 5th position. Chris Carroll just pulling away. Has about a 7/10 gap over 2nd place Tanner Marr right now. But Tanner Marr running a little bit better lap times. Got a good battle going on here between 2nd, pretty much 2nd on back to 5th. Jason Day trying to get to Kyle. You see, again, Kyle going to the middle of the racetrack right there. Trying something different. And it seems to be working for him. 52 is going to take a peek, but the 21 just has the run off the corner that the 52 can't get a nose there to try and make something happen. Here comes another run by the 21. Just doesn't have enough momentum to get to the inside of that number 1 machine. But back to the top side of the racetrack he goes. We're going to be back under caution here. It looks like, oh, the number 89. Problems on the back straightaway for the number 89 of Gary Wright. True Sim instant replay. Let's go back and see what happened. Oh, okay. So looks like Miller got into the 89 there. I mean, we can back it up and check it one more time. We'll back it up just a little bit, see if maybe something happened before in the corner. Not sure. So we're going down into turns 1 and 2 right here. Looks like he kind of just gets loose. 21 kind of helps him around. But I tell you what, the 89 did a great job keeping it down to the bottom side of the racetrack right there, and it allowed everybody to get around him. Unfortunately, he's going to go down a lap, but it doesn't look like he has a whole lot of damage. That Tour Modified should be able to salvage a good night out of this. And it doesn't look like Chris Carroll's going to come down pit road. But what we're going to do is we're going to go take a quick break and shout out another one of our sponsors, Butt Kicker. Everybody go get yourself a Butt Kicker. I have one. They're pretty awesome. I would highly recommend getting one. But Butt Kicker, we thank you.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
All right, and we're back live, ladies and gentlemen. We're sitting on the Choose Cone camera. I believe they're coming to the Choose Cone this time by. So there you go. Carroll to the bottom, Tanner to the top. Some interesting moves being made here. O'Danick even going back to the top side. But I tell you what, it's worked for him a couple of restarts. And he is running a different line than everybody else. It seems to be working for him. We'll have to see what happens here on this restart. In the hands of Chris Carroll, and that number 99 once again. Lap 77 of 125. We're back underway. As you see Tanner Marr, he's trying to hold on. Again, look at that. Look at the move by the 21 down the back straightaway. That top side is working for the 21. Can't get there. Oh, Tanner left him room, though. Number 4 leaving Kyle room on the outside. Kyle trying to make something happen on the top side. Brandon Metler having problems in the 31 of Carpenter. They're going to go around. We're going to be back under caution. Going to be our 5th caution of the night. See if we can't go back, take a peek, see what happened on True Sim Instant Replay. Taking it keep an eye on that 31 there. So the 18 gets checked up, and 31 has nowhere to go. Everybody else kind of piles in. Oh, Meller getting flipped over there. So we'll go back and take a look at it one more time. Watch the white car at the top side of the racetrack. That's the 18 of Derek Stanley, I believe. Yeah, he just gets checked up, and looks like Carpenter tried to miss him. 53 tried to miss him, and it was just an accordion effect there. Bringing us back under the caution here this evening. Lap 81 of 125. Just got word from race control that we're going to get Choose Cone this time by. Saw Brad Carpenter trying to get caught back up to the field there. Carpenter did not go a lap down. So pretty much the same thing we saw the last restart. Day going to the top side, so maybe Jason Day in that number 52 is seeing what that 21's doing. Maybe he's going to try it himself here. Have to find out. Pace car is going to duck on off. In the hands of Chris Carroll, we're back underway. Oh, little contact there between Tanner Marr and Chris Carroll. Tanner trying to hold on to the second position. He does. He's going to have a good run here. Maybe look for the lead. He doesn't. He actually lifted there. He had a great run. Could have probably poked his nose to the inside of that number 99. Tried to take the race lead there. Kylo Danick trying to hold on to the third spot from Jeff Clifton right now. And Jason Day just kind of holding on back there in fifth. These guys are slowly starting to pull away from this second pack of cars here. It's led by Larry Bell, who's sitting in sixth position. Now Brody Mears taking a peek at the bottom side of the racetrack underneath the 18 of Derek Stanley as they go down into turns 3 and 4. Stanley's going to go ahead and slot back down in, put him in seventh. Brody Mears in eighth. So there's another guy kind of running the same line that 21 is. He's entering a lot higher than these other guys are. And you just look at the run he gets here. He's going to have a chance, but couldn't make the move there going on the front straightaway. And the number 98 of Mitchell Muma just couldn't make it happen. Let's go back up to the front of the field. Chris Carroll, still race leader, lap 89 of 125. 88 laps complete here this evening. Chris Carroll last time by a 14.25 to Tanner Marr's 14.30. And O'Danick running a 14.4. But O'Danick up in the third, got around the number 1 of Clifton. Now trying to hold on to that podium spot. Tanner Marr got second last week. Trying to take home another second this week. Again, Tanner Marr coming into tonight. Fourth in points. Would be a great points night for Tanner, but going forward in the championship, he does have to worry about that number 21 right behind him, and also the 52 of Jason Day. That's pretty much the battle for the championship as it stands right now. It's the 21 of Kylo Danick and the 52 of Jason Day. Day having a good run here tonight despite having to start from the rear of the field. Chris Carroll now out to about a 6/10 gap over second place Tanner Marr. Last time by ran a 14.35. Let's see what it is this time by. A 14.42 to Tanner Marr's 14.45. Looks like we're going to be back under the yellow flag. Oh, man, no problems for the number 1 of Jeff Clifton. He stopped on the racetrack. Let's go back and see what happened to the number 1 of Jeff Clifton. So he goes down 3 and 4. Off the corner, a little wiggle. Oh, the 52 kind of helps him around a little bit. So the 1 of Clifton's going to lose a lot of positions there, obviously. And I'm sure the 52 did not mean to make that kind of contact. All right, everybody, this gives us a chance to go ahead and shout out our sponsors once again. We'll be right back.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Back live here on True Sim Productions. Coming to take lap 100 of 125. 26 laps to go. Choose going into effect this time. Not sure. A couple of these guys, not sure what lane they wanted there. Chris Carroll going to fire him back off, though. 26 laps to go. Coming to take 25 laps to go. Green flag back out in the air. Tanner Marr's going to hang on the right rear quarter panel. Chris Carroll got a good launch there, but Chris is going to clear him coming off turn number 2. Down into 3 and 4. It's going to be side by side for third place right there for points leader Kyle O'Danick. In second place, Jason Day. Oh, the number 79 or 72. Freddie Mears going to go around. Oh, man. They almost kept it straight. The 72 does not look happy. Let's see if he's looking for somebody here. He kind of revved up and started getting away from that like he was going to look for somebody. Let's see here. Let's go back and see what happened. All right, so we're taking a look at the blue car, the number 72 of Brody Mears there. Middle of the screen. Let's see what happens here. They go down to the corner. Looks like Larry Bell and him make contact. And I mean, everybody trying to avoid him. They're thinking he's going to stop. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell on that one. We'll let the chat make the decisions. Who's at fault for that one? Chris Carroll's still your race leader. 21 laps to go. Go back under a commercial. We'll be right back.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker, the future is feeling.
All right, unfortunately going to have to cut it short because they're going green this time by. Chris Carroll again taking the bottom. Tanner Marr back to the top side. O'Danick to the top. Day to the bottom. Let's see what happens here. Pace car's off. Chris Carroll fires him off. We're back underway. Another good start there for the number 4, Tanner Marr, who's able to get behind the number 99 and slot down. Maintain that second place position. Jason Day fighting hard there between him and Kyle O'Danick. Oh, we're gonna have problems back here. Looks like 29 as Zach Murphy's gonna go around. Let's go back and see what happened. You saw Larry Bell check up, and oh man, that was just unfortunate all around. Larry Bell comes up, has to check up. It's just a case of nobody else seeing and not giving space, it looks like. Got to be mindful of those checkups. All right, now it gives us a chance to shout out MF Racing Designs. We'll be right back. 15 laps to go here at South Boston. All right, again, ladies and gentlemen, if you need a great paint scheme done for a league or a special event, be sure to hit up Michael Falk over at MF Racing Designs on Facebook. Get yourself one made. Coming to the choose cone this time by. Will this be the most important choose cone of the evening? Coming to 12 laps to go. When they take the green flag, it's going to be 11. We're going to have to see what happens here. Carroll to the inside, Tanner to the outside, Adadic to the outside. All right. So again, they line up pretty much the same. And it's surprising. I tell you what, that 21 really does like the top side. Pace car's going to duck on off. Carroll fires him off. We're back underway. 11 laps to go here at South Boston. Tanner Marr's going to try and hold on to that right rear quarter panel again as they go down to the 1 and 2, coming off turns number 2. Side by side for third place between the 21 and the 52. Odanic is holding strong on that top side. It is working for him as they go down into turns 1 and 2. Once again, Chris Carroll's going to get himself out to a pretty comfortable lead, about 4/10 over second place Tanner Marr. Now Jason Day looking to the inside of the number 4, trying to take over the second. Tanner Marr might have had a little bit of a problem there. Now going to maintain that second position. Another little wiggle off turn number 2. And Day still trying to fight for that third position, trying to clear himself off 4. Can't do it. Almost a little bit of contact there as they go down into turns 1 and 2. And the yellow flag going to be out once again. I believe that's going to be caution number 8. Number 48 of Brian Treadwell looks like he is having some issues once again. Let's go back on the True Sim instant replay, take a look and see what happened. All right, we're watching the 48 of Brian Treadwell here coming off turn 4. Gets into the wall, sends him around. He goes for a ride down the front stretch. Luckily, nobody else involved. Still trying to get it going there. Looks like he did. Brian Treadwell currently in the 13th position. Looks like 1 lap down. Chris Carroll still your race leader. 6 laps to go. Looks like we might get a natural green-white checkered here. So, get your picks out in chat, ladies and gentlemen. Who do you got? Who's going to win this thing? Anything can happen. So we're coming to 3 laps to go, and the choose cone is going to be this time by. All right, what's everybody going to do? Tanner's going to go to the top. Oh, Odanic to the bottom. So it looks like the 21's going to try and make something happen. Might have learned something on the last couple of restarts. It is going to be a green-white checkered scenario here at South Boston. Who do you got, ladies and gentlemen? It's come down to this. In the hands of Chris Carroll once again, out of turn number 4. Green flag back out in the air. Tanner Marr, Chris Carroll get a great launch. So Tanner's going to slot back in. Odanic going to take a peek to the inside of the number 4. Can't make it happen. Still there. Tanner Marr's going to block as they go down into turns 3 and 4. Coming out of turn number 4, Chris Carroll's going to get the white flag. 1 to go this time by. Tanner Marr holding on to second. Kylo Danick trying to make something happen. I think he's just going to stay in that spot. Jason Days is going to make a last-ditch effort here in 3 and 4 and try and take third, but can't. But bringing home the win tonight is going to be the number 99 of Chris Carroll. And I'd like to point out on the last lap of the race, that number 99 set the fastest lap of a 14.10 on the final lap. Chris Carroll coming home with the win tonight. This winning moment has been brought to you by USAFirearms.com. If you're in need of a firearm, go check out USAFirearms.com. Congratulations to race winner Chris Carroll. These guys do have to go through a post-race inspection, and while they do that, we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, post-race interviews. Stick around.
Shut up and sit down.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. These drivers have just gone through tech inspection. All drivers have passed tech. And I am down on pit road here catching up with our third place finisher, Kylo Danick, in the number 21. You came into tonight leading the points and you come home with a good third place finish. Is there anything that you maybe needed there at the end to possibly come home with the win tonight?
Yeah, I mean, looking back, I probably should have stayed out with those guys and tried to beat them straight up. I think I was faster, but Decided to pit, and the cautions didn't fall my way. I wasn't able to take advantage of the fresher tires.
So we saw pretty much most of the night that you were kind of running a different line than everybody else. Were you finding that that was working for you, or do you think it might have hurt you in the long run?
It probably hurt me. I mean, I was better running the same line as them, but I couldn't pass them doing that. So I was trying to figure something out up top, and it got better the longer we ran. But the last half of the race, I don't think we ran more than 5 laps at a time, so it never came in.
Well, I tell you what, man, you still had a great finish. You come home in third place, probably going to maintain that points lead. Who do you got to thank on the number 21 for the third place finish?
Props to that cash is on the car. Everyone watching. You guys, Truson Productions, do a great job. Crooked Line Racing, have a lot of fun coming out here and doing this. So, yeah, we'll be back. I think we're off next week, but we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're off next week, and then the following week we're heading to Stafford. So any thoughts on Stafford before we let you go?
That's one of my favorite tracks. It's my home track, and I think I run pretty well there, so excited for it.
All right, man. Well, hey, Merry Christmas to you, and Happy Holidays, and we'll see you in a couple weeks there at Stafford.
All right, Merry Christmas. Thanks, Sam.
That was third place finisher Kyle O'Danick. Again, probably going to maintain the points lead after tonight, but we got to talk to, let's see here, second place. Driver of the number 4, Tanner Marr, catching up with him on pit road here. And gotta say, you didn't pit again all race, coming home in second place. What do you need to do to win one of these races, Tanner?
Man, oh man, I feel like I've been the bridesmaid the last 2 weeks, because I have been, huh? Got second last week, second week before that. But we are on a good little spree right here. We won New Smyrna right, had to start in the back last week, Richmond. Climbed back up to P2, finished second last week, and then second this week. But yeah, I really want to get that second win of the season, but it seems like the best we can do right now is second places.
Well, I tell you what, the consistency is going to help you. You came into tonight 4th in the point standings. You're probably going to bump up into 3rd, I imagine. But great run for the number 4 nonetheless. Is there anything you could have done there at the end to get to Chris Carroll, or was he just kind of on rails tonight?
Not be a teammate, really. We were not. I mean, we're not really teammates, right? We're pretty good friends. We were sitting in each other's Discord tonight, and I had the benefit of getting counted down on all the restarts up to the very end, right? Then it's every man for himself. But there towards the end, there was a few times where I guess I probably could have bumped him off his restarts. But South Boston, man, we're all on edge. As soon as I touch him, you don't know what's going to happen, right? So I told him around like lap 60, if I can stay here in second, then this is where I'm going to finish tonight. I'm cool not to win, because Carroll was so much faster. So if it went green, there was no getting him.
All right, man. Well, I tell you what, we go to Stafford here in a couple of weeks. How do you feel about going to Stafford?
It's one of my favorite tracks, brother. I love Stafford. I love Martinsville. I like all the flat tracks. I know they're not a favorite of a lot of people, but I love Stafford, love Martinsville. So looking forward to it. But I really hope, like you mentioned, it'll be a couple of weeks, because obviously we got the holidays coming up. Want to wish everybody Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's from on behalf of Crooked Line Racing and Truson Productions. Hope you and your family have a good little time together. Enjoy it with spending the time with your family, and that's what matters most right now during the holidays, right? But
absolutely.
But yeah, it's I'm excited to have a few weeks off too. If I can't lie, right? I got no type of responsibilities as far as work goes, as far as work goes for Crooked Line. So I'm excited.
All right, man. Well, hey, you come home second place tonight. Who do you got to thank on the number 4 for making it all happen?
Man, oh man, I'm starting to feel like I'm a broken record. I say the same thing week in and week out now, but it's a good thing. Truson Productions, of course, you doing the broadcast. Buckier.com, MF Racing Designs, BAM Racing Videos, McConey Setup Shop, Raise Energy, Building Blocks Child Care Center, FB Sim Racing Button Box, Savage Edge Apparel, and I mentioned McConey, but check out their short track auto racing school, aka McConey Setup Shop Stars. You get to learn the craft of short track racing with some of the pros on iRacing. It's a pretty cool program we've started up there, and come check us out, McConeySetupShop.com. Other than that, that's all I got. Thank you, Sam. Hope you have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's, you filthy animal.
All right, Tanner. Well, hey, congratulations on that second place finish again, and Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays to you as well, and we'll see you again at Stafford.
Thank you, boss.
And that was driver the number 4, Tanner Marr, coming home in second place. And now we got to talk to the man of the hour. Got that tour modified in victory lane, climbing out of it right now. Past post-race inspection and everything. Chris Carroll, driver the number 99. Pretty sure you led every lap tonight. I guess the cautions flew right for you. You didn't pit one time tonight. I mean, way to control the race. Walk me through it.
Well, I knew South Boston was going to be kind of wrecky. I mean, these cars are wide and hard to drive, and well, they're easy to drive. They're hard to drive fast, but I knew there was going to be yellows. I knew that was going to happen, and I was just trying to make it on fuel at the front, saving fuel, and it worked out that way. Kyle had fresher tires, and I don't know who else behind him had fresher tires, but I knew that it was going to be pretty hard to get up through there with fresher tires, and you know, I think they needed the long run to do that. So I just tried to. I've never had a mod win before, Sam. This is the first one, so I was just trying something different, trying to stay out there and trying to stay out of the trouble.
Well, hey, you know, if you came home with your first tour mod win, that's awesome. Let's double check. You missed a race, so you're coming into tonight in points in 11th. Do you have a plan going for the rest of the season?
No, I don't. I'm not running for the title here. I run for the title in the other series we all run, but I just come out here in the mods. I don't run them very often. I don't particularly like the mods, so I come out here to support the league and support Tanner and support, you know, car counts, and you know, it's always fun racing, right? It's I'm learning the car a little bit. I'm getting the car down a little better every time, but this is definitely not my car, Sammy. I just try and get around there with making the least amount of mistakes I can make. I wrecked Jason Day before in this car because I don't know how to drive it, and you know, had to make a whole bunch of apologies out there for guys I wreck in these cars. So I just try not to wreck everybody, man.
Well, I tell you what, you came home with the win tonight, and we're off next week because of Christmas and everything. So we're heading to Stafford in a couple weeks. How do you feel about going there?
I like Stafford. Stafford's a driver's track. It's a fun track. Promotes good racing for the guys that understand the different lanes there. And I think that could be a really good race, or it could be really wrecky. But I think these guys will get it together, and I think we'll have a good race at Stafford. I think you'll see a lot more passing than we have, and I think it'll be a good race up there.
All right, man. Well, again, got your first win here in the Tour Modifieds. You're probably super stoked about that. Who you got to thank on the number 99?
I always got to thank the Pit Lizard boys. Got to thank USA Firearms and Brian Zimmerman and you guys for putting on the broadcast here at True Sim Productions. I always got to thank Tanner Marr for the babysitting out there. He's always Dana White. He's the Dana White of iRacing. He's always promoting stuff and doing well and having to put up with all that stuff. But you know, you got to thank everybody out there for trying to race clean and trying to make this league better. And got to thank my folks at home and all my family and friends watching.
All right, man. Well, hey, congratulations again on getting a win, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. Merry Christmas and a happy holidays to you. And again, we'll see you at Stafford.
Merry Christmas, Sammy. Thanks, man.
That was race winner Chris Carroll. Ladies and gentlemen, according to Tanner Marr, tomorrow night, I believe, is off. So, dirt, I believe, is still up in the air this week as well. There's a lot going on, obviously, with the holidays and everything. So just keep an eye out on the channel. We always schedule our streams in advance. But again, with Christmas coming up and everything, everybody's pretty busy. So just keep an eye on the channel. Other than that, that's going to do it for us here on True Sim Productions. Chris Carroll taking home the win here tonight for the Crooked Line Top Hat Comics Store Modified Series. Tanner Marr in second, Kyle O'Danick third, Jason Day fourth, Derek Stanley rounds out the top five. And yeah, that's going to do it for us here tonight. Again, keep an eye on the channel for the scheduled streams to see when we're going to be live next. And a happy holidays and a Merry Christmas from everybody here at True Sim Productions. We hope you have a good one. We'll see you in the next one. Later, everybody.